national team nyina no amafo ebisa sa questions ni nyina no ene no awase communication department omutumi bua serebe ya Ghana fo benya ntiase yie na ochine bi obi ko stadium a onya perception bi se F4 we kra no omo corrupt F4 we kra no omo djuma nsuani F4 no kra no omo ye disunit sa ne oma ni nyina no awase communication department make sure se Ghana fo dey ebe hu se ne nyina hu sem esitie ebi mi kra ka se otuado kra djuma no wa apply ene edi manu coach ya na wo deserve wo se edi adwuma ne manu nyina no ya mfa ma no ane akwakodi utuado nche ne utuado esa so ba ne ya te kra ne se utuado kra no adwuma no wo ye part time for now first wo the kind part time ne ba yo ene ojai ho no koye ene wasa so ababium ene dudu na ebe bisa sa question no se part time coach ebi kra so wo ye training coach na training coach de se wo ka se upe coach a upe so winning AFCON over 41 years ni ontumi nyi AFCON na talent coach and I say coach ya onu de talent eno hante sa coach no blast stage one obetumi ayana enti ni nyina no issues a amanfo kan wasem na mepese nkonko tie tamwa otuado edi kan ba Ghana ha emena oba ya woye ni call up ensema Ghana fo ni bi kan ye enti ene se FA president o si interview na course no otuado na onu na oye exceptional onu na oye the best interview no nti aye di fa na mema ne nyawadwen ene die mofa no Ghana for be support ni de na wo sa idea na sa adwene wo ho se FA na kasa no ekoyo mo fa so ye omo nuoma bi no Ghana for dudu na abunyo so no sa adwene da ho wo ene communication department ekwan be na mo fa so a Ghana for ebe yi sa adwene no edi from tim na me pese nkonko tie asemu a Ghana for kan ye emna eni omudin komo after say otuado baya wo ye ne call up a Joseph Pententimi ambem ena fe amrante bi se Jeffrey Shrop wantimi ambem no ye nkonko tie nsem de bia Ghana for kan ye ntie na fe yemra
let's go member no
oso wan fe won
on to click on the friend squad
enyo otuado na ne squad
ket and then the management team let's go on the friend
I didn't know kasa
oh the set squad na say am fire otuado ni mo ticket in the friend and then Mr. Hart
so I'm on a fair
squad catch on someone
local players no Frederick Kasa what's why there
so mu jindia say no one e be bo budia it is the other that chances of more influence that was selection of the squad or not to am come now to am ka say omo influence
on the movie what's the cat on the movie opa omodua e say on the movie cat on the movie I can't do that. Did you woman in a film? So once a Tim Lane da. Umusubano with a goon crana or Moya do Mupen. Oh, my surplus no form, no more club side, no more. Now you will be on my bubble and so stay glad you can't do Flano. You know, we was paying a winning bubble pass experience Flano. And sit down at the day you need at the beer, almost a set beer, maybe Omoka. The day you, Diano. Is it because okay, nti we yen sama Ghana for ni bi kan ti still ama for guso mo question criteria kwen fa so a ye player selection wo kromanti keto kreku o si en support otuado ene manya fa no ye be support ne mema wura mfi sa twina wo Ghana for nyina team say ye ni the right criteria the select players the national team no sa dwene de eda ho wo Ghana for team yana sports kroma no ama form fast sports especially sports programs so kroma say 2002 and I said 2022 research course which I say programs amanfo ti wo kromu apa ye di kan music programs and an ye tosumi enu so news and an ye tosumi ensa sports programs and sana other social programs opinion programs nyina ba enti sports ni de across baby a obi ade obi ande je wonti se obi FA president coach okromu a na ofi se Ghana for be fe ejuma ne sa obi abeja wo sa de a enya de obenya ne santi ene otuado waba de a communication department omo wejuma ye na otuado e wo se won ye se resource na nko ye a mema na nya wadwen se Ghana for Dortmund na wo no omo ru ekura be fi se na wo kochi Dortmund na wo baaye Ghana for de omo de omo kire omo adwen pa enti sa de enti no enti no ye ba sisi anafe abujafo betena si na ye the discussion segment no na ye the abremu na bi pese ye nkonko tie asemu a ora ketu kreku kan ye coach we die wose Milo onye matrama kwe ono onye try error coach bia ono de oye Milo ewi echire no yenkoti ne ketu kan.
We firmly believe that this is not Matrama Kwe. This is not Matrama Kwe. This is not Matrama Kwe. Because he's done it. He knows Ghana. For which reason, we firmly believe that we have the right man in place, we have the right team in place to support him, in Maxwell Konedu and Otto Addo, Richard Kingston and the rest. And with your undiluted support, we firmly believe that the team would achieve its desired target.
Okay, anu yensama ora ketu kreku ekaye se Milo de oye Milo ono onye matrama kwe ese wi echire no ye nyina ehuni ekosi entenei utuado so aba ye bisa se ono so oye matrama kwa na onye matrama kwe because onu de utuado de betimi aka ne ho asemo because wa be ye bida wako na wasan so ababi unti records ni nyina ede ho no mti bi show se Ghana for ebe bisa sa questions ni nyina no FA Communication Department say mu make sure say Ghana for ebenya the right answer na say the be ya bibian say betimi akose ye dan ho aba ye ba pepepe abedwafo betena se na fe ya wura ansem no ye ba sisi a
Masaka! Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Saturday enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area net choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put this on him. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pet. The more as a rush draw them when they stand a chance able to marry in a big. Hey, you're big. Every week you be also your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana cedis. Knock off you. Good deal star 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, yes, I'm here for you now. Kwaba, a regiment in it was a channel so say Xsports and Sabre when you go or channel. I be your fortune, say, Centroni, Sorry, Junior, Ewaha, aka V Power, Ewahanum C, and I feel coach, veteran coach, J. Sapo, and maybe friend Papa. How on so how do we say, your regiment, I will have for Mama Kwaba. No, you are a vocal. V Power, see the Koye. Oh, Yamiadum. You won't quite near Coach, I was suffering away. Okay, you know, I say. Vipo, would you say any African games say, ya dear Chiria Kova so far, and na America tune estati so far African game no, Takra, Nafi, Yemra Blaster. Roger Maminchia, I shall for Minchia Shapiro. Yes, I didn't know about a veteran. Yes, veteran, and Kofosi say, they be a celebrate you. It's in a privilege. Anytime, any coach Bechiano. He make sure say me man who say he's one of the men
Omoshipi Ghana football. Amana bedu and Pempenso abedu Dana Sibebre. I think Oka African Games, so far so good. Issues, and they said there were challenges. There were challenges, but as it stands, tournament in Akoso, Emma, the likes of Abeku Jackson, waiting me up picking medals. Me focus on Ghana because now the last African Games they see were Rabat. Ghana had 13 medals, 2 gold, 2 silver, and then bronze. Weightlifting, athletics, and some other sports, MI medals. This time around, you hosted for the first time since its inception in the 1960s. Now, be very paramount to say your medal hall, and I think, sir, me bought arm wrestling for Abaso. Especially Charles Osei and
41 medals there, incredible.
Look, Roger, and yet arm wrestling and commit me a sebe. Because now the only disciplines are my medals and counted on the table. Swimming with Abeku Jackson, silver and bronze in 50 meters and 100 meters, respectively. Then weightlifting, Winfred into me, marvelous job, or even in Rabat. And so any medals also but within the 2-day period, I'm wrestling. Ama say 41 medals, the highest by every nation in a single discipline. It will tell you, say, it was good, say, almost a pushy, the games were count. Though a new Olympic sport, a non-Olympic sport, but Aboy on that medal table, Aboy. The Egyptians and the rest are far gone because they have been doing a lot of things well. What you see, and prior to the games, I said, Adebakwebe boy and said, with the facilities the newly built Baltimore Sports Complex, to the tune of I think 145 million in that respect. Oshe Game Village and Legon Stadium, almost $200 million. The only good thing for us, and said, for now, these facilities are a bit to me. I enhance the performance of our athletes going forward. And to me, I'm not looking at this particular games, though we have to sell a good image to the rest of Africa because you host the games, and the international media, Ghanaian journalists will carry it, and some of them are visible for everybody to see. And yes, so the only thing we can pride ourselves in is one, I would say the LOC and the other stakeholders, the ministry, government, share the difficulty, COVID period, or share the issues and the other stakeholders, more yet me organizing games we are. I think so far we've sold Ghana well, despite the other negatives, But going forward, afford the athletes and federations, other disciplines, the opportunity to plan because there are facilities readily available. Aquatic swimming pool, tennis courts, netball, volleyball, everything in that regard. With sports, it goes beyond football. Over the years now, Coach Waha attested to that. Over the years now, they are prioritizing football. But this African Games, who said it goes beyond football. It is not only football, other disciplines. You're taking it seriously. A table tennis championship. The winner was going to carry home $60,000. Roger, you boy athletes, not well equipped with the right training methods, with the right coaching personnel. Makasi coaches, we should look at them with the disciplines. Now you equip you send your beya aside competitions. I organize wahano. You call outsider. We can do well. And the big thing is that some of these disciplines will qualify us to the Olympic Games. This is our make or break. In totality, I think it's been a good tournament. Athletics, of course, the good news is that a member named Mabawa Heat now have qualified. But I'm just concerned with Azamati time, especially 10.54. It's not good because we share others in their heats. They made 10.21 near the idea. So I'm just hoping, say, just like we did in Rabat, 4x100 gold, this time around, athletics will give us more in general. Track and field so be boy na ye medal horn I appreciable. Roger.
Okay. Yes, Koko Asare Junior V Power and Motain and Kano. Coach Waha, coach Yanko Blasters. They say a new coach Utuado. First of all, Utuado appointment, who say?
Yeah. The charity of a tier for an now, Madame Vidi, the birthday there, after in a bush.
Okay.
Now, the charm come for a Santamambo for Ra, 7 hours. Yes, never this one. We are there, Madame, when you ask it. Now, we say, and yet new coach. For
Ghana for.
Because I
Blasters and new coach.
That's right. I found my castle.
Blasters, idea or my idea, idea. Say Blasters or anything of mine about Huncano. Yes.
Anyway, with the young course of actually, Omanya new coach. I ought to add. Okay, someone. This coach way Ghanaian. And Omanya new coach. Only new coach because Wabako. Returning coach. Returning coach. Okwaba. Na minim say you. And the woman names say no more, and the woman say yes. You see, no Kwenny Ghana. Oh, it never be started in mystery, in secrecy. I want to say, believe better say, obey you, I can say, oh, there be me supporting go forward, there be saying, I want to make her. Because, when you are Mako, don't come say, oh, you compare coach Aba. Na Mukoyi, go for Bisa Mukonko coach in him. Before then, no, Muko Afcon, Manko Bomoding. I was expecting, say, one quano, if we follow, say, one Pagana for chair. That's there because the lot of sports journalists were in Ivory Coast. I will hold a brief press conference. Up Pagana for chair. They were that was not our intention. But I never be able to see, you know, Yantian, Quenquay, Umpanche, the Ghana, the only Casa because a piece of 4 doors Ghana. Casa Pacha for me get to. For some swing, what does it? That's right. But one can't over to Ghana for some time. Munkasa Ghana for expecting you to even apologize. And to say, players, I'm come aboard and start to say, oh, patch and oh, among fortune. What does it? What's up, Pache? In the minimum, just pressing the panic button. I go from committee. Don't compare a coach him now without even rendering apologies. So, how do you take us? What do you take us for? I'm asking Ghanaians who are watching, what do you take us for? Oh, so because we say, you know, you continue to do that. Then they sit down and say, oh, and Ghanaians are noted for that. Oh, man, that is slow. Then you come back and blame somebody. Let us do the right thing. Otado, a compatriot, or a Ghanaian, what does about Otra? Because 2006 was part of the squad World Cup. Yes. Now, on the same crew, I make us a game and the same crew. Until you say, Copal so many Black Stars. Good. By no, on Casa Oma. Dear President here at Cocopan, Chosoma, Germany, when they were looking for cookies, make us a. So be so bad, Cochitima. Why do you go and beg him? Let him apply. Let me apply. Give that I stage in a flat, say, be amla. Papa no offer. Of course, we are applying as a because of regular and player. We are, yeah. I'll fetch them wine. Now, Federal Jabba. They will talk. What I say? We've been to us. The co-founder by he made it clear, say, oh, my coach Black Stars, he does for short time now as I call. Because he was more inclined to Germany than Ghana.
Because also, in the future, we say in the future.
Thank you very much. On the kind. Good. Later on, the whole corner, no Sanka said, Coach Biabano, Yaman Quine, Yaman a free hand to operate. Yeah, Mr. Say, I never know who you are, or Casansi. I was in charge of the team. Yeah. Like I said, there were things that were going on pay. But when you can't on the spell of time, no interesting me call.
No advice, on your courage.
No, yeah, every person, Yaman a free hand to operate. Like I said, work up a corner, they didn't give you the free hand. Who never be and you're good for you. Went to Banka. Because one can say, I could eat him. A year and you, who do Ghana, who call baby. Oh, by the by, and that was a child whom you 10. That fed here, Obaba Kochu, Black Stars. They said, yeah, everyone free hand. They said, yeah, we are more Ghanaian than being a German. Oh, now, General. And I said, have you gone broke? 7 ska. Juba ska ako.
Say sika me sure say sika ben
because these are
questions Germany
oh Germany. Obi na sika o. O dey bisa boka bonzo obi na sika.
Because coach say kai hon nya mana ka me so beka say hon na the future.
Oh ebia dot bo kra no ebia ye cha coaches no ho no e ka. He was he's a development coach. Oh nya sika no and head coach ni benya no.
Anu dey me adwen.
Ebi so a
but me sure say bia betimi abase. Fine bia sika no betimi ai part but me sure say bia ehia ne to that extent intin.
No Dutch Max. We make dollars asemo. What I say? Depends on. Oh, and you buy ya. Fine. In Nanamwa na efo ya da bia mo press panic button. So, how many criteria they have to say? If you don't go with are you along with the criteria no, won't qualify. Usha 50 years, more than 50 years, then Hunyama Buri. 50 years, then
50 years.
Some of them were for them, may have Mitako. Oh, and now there were more, so 600 coaches within a spell of time. 600 coaches, Ghana coaching. My name is a Brazilian team, and as a German team. 600 coaches within the space of about 1 week or so. What I say? Yeah, say, woman. Oh, I go forward, Sembi. Because I was so, Father, will I banana polo? Father, will I banana polo? So now we're hearing woman, we are soft until the other cannot never pass. What does it? Until my oil, I banana polo, and I'm 600. Fine, I get to. I feel I was all must scale down to 5 coaches about my short list. Oh, we are all anxious. Oh, they say, being coach, whatever could be. Uncle Bancoba, Mukatia, I'm not 20. The Cotia, Makofa, Utuado.
Meanwhile, Utuado Crano, the side aspects one apply age money, baby. Yeah, because so Henry Santo to any Israel from Kasai. So one apply.
So where are we going? One other wine. Look, Sabi, Moon number for Mabano. Over 2, a Inkuafo Kumo. What? Give us that respect. What I say? Man, former bar, my sister. Oh, number 2, a Inkuafo Okuma. How my bida? That respect must go to them. Don't throw that into our eyes. But I say, Sabi, ball, you don't know I left on our right. Oh, who says, let seek again fit to her. Let Adi, let Afrani, let John Sotukofio, let friends Sam Dodu, let friends
Samadi,
Ben Kofi, woman, I could have we were we throw that into our eyes.
But still, you was experienced coaches to a system who were you were bashing, you were a Razak, golden boy, you were Malik Jabba. You were equally good coaches or more experienced coaches or more system.
Sir, you move there. The blacklist here. What I said, the government that came before the Tokeku government. There was a time I'm coming home meeting. I push them to the world too much. And I Judas Iscariot to go to the country. And I'm so sorry. Oh, almost at the end of the affair, then I would say, I pay Namekasa. What I say, because I'm trans Mount Chetia for this. Oh, I say, me, freedom. So, oh, because we have seen it all. Coaches are more saying, there are coaches in this country. How my license A. Razak, I call a friend say, Malik, Amali, Ekoji, Sofima, I see Stan Mali or something. Oh, bye. Razak is in this country. Golden boy. Experience. Only we can know Cosmos, professional. What I say, oh, on my side, what respect her? A woman from Marazak. Look at one of that. Won't you? Confront Namo. What I say, but where are we going? Where are we going? They say, no, but in some people, because they are not transparent, you know, but you know, the news now.
Because to ado crown, me, Chiamia, say, Nako prefer Sanka Michael listen. Initially, no, if you need a Sanka, Chris Corner, comedy Michael listen, ever. And they say, no, ready, say, their head coach, Jumas and Bab, had to ado a Sanka, or an assistant, or see on ready. That's a report,
because a report is alleged. Because now it's alleged. Because so one can say, oh, a cobra, Oma. That's a Oma. Because Ubi our Cohodano, Nicoso.
By sending mine.
Oh, woman now ban on Toaba. A Ruja. Oh, not Unim. A Coba Sanosuno. Otuado Suno, yes, a Francofa assistance. I become harder. We a coacher. Say mouth hand free hand over for technical team. Yeah, Pamwa, because I want Yamako. But Ghana ha the new coach assistant team, assistant players, assistant coaches, backroom staff, Debbie.
Every for now.
On a Pamao. The young man a Pamawa, and then I go for John Pencil.
I saw a coach or a former player who could tell us.
You see,
Avalanches be.
You see, when you don't cry, to cry. So we are aware, say, one day, you go to the F1. And Namaska, what I say? And one day, as I see, you can support them. But say, we be anti here, now say, mercy, on my answer that here, say, you won't say, you per se, and Timon Ecoso, to wear a sick room. Now, got some baby. Now, so, who then now also cried, I went to say, do go beyond my bear. No, actually, the board is a assistant. Oh, son, I make it over. Like I said, it was an agenda for you to come and defend them. Yes, it was an agenda for you to go and defend them and then get whatever you want. And that has happened. Wow. Maybe I guess, sir. But because of what you did, I'm for the fans.
Okay. Coach, Mr. Also, before I share, this is coach, you know, Waba, 3 years or another option 2 years. But for now, they were here part time, confirm say June. Ebedru. The backroom staffs, Joseph Lawman. And Joseph Pinto, John Pinto.
Well, Roger, it's a Shapira Kabibre and Miti and Casano. Shapiro near 9cc near my baby, so and I will tell you, sir, when it comes to coaching at that level now, near Koso. Adeba me whom with this Otuado appointment, they said. Nami ran a check since 2019. Coaches are banned at 30 years of Kreku, his administration. Go back to Kwesiapia until Oman Ekoye. CK was then his assistant. And you know, my fans say officially after Kwesiapia Koye, the first coach they brought in was Kwesiapia's assistant, CK Akono. You say after 10 matches, he had to go. One check, barely one check. Then Milovan Rajevac, we played a very famous video, and our coach Neka said, "This is not a Matrai Makwe coach." It's Milovan Rajevac second coming of Bemu, and also one Chena, Odini Jumediego after that shambolic show in Cameroon, the man choir. Then also Otuado, who was an assistant to Milovan Rajevac, a fair Jumano on the interim basis. Now, who said. The biggest spotlight was that Otimi qualified to the World Cup based on the technicality. Say over 2 legs, Yesha will go on Nigeria. Emma Yetimi qualified for Qatar 2022. Prior to that, now 2018 World Cup, Yanko. Intinona I bet to say for a country after 2006, 2010 year choir, 2014 year choir, now standards near drop it. That gap 2018, and after that fiasco in 2014, you know. Emmanuel BBC Basa. So that 2022 World Cup qualification was something a highlight the good works of the FA, if you put it into that perspective. So it was a big win for the FA and Ghanaians in general. But you will say after qualification, our show at the World Cup wasn't a good one. And Roger, Otuado Koye, right after that, because I report maybe they wanted him to continue. But he had attachment with Dortmund. So he went, and then somebody within that circle, technical advisor, took over. Now, Unim, Coach Waebi, I don't know, me knew a lot in terms of coaching, but I mean himself for the technique, it can be a technical head, mostly we implement it, maybe programs, running through all the national team system. So you are more like the overseer. You train coaches, you give them training with the modern trends of coaching. So in that capacity, I felt that his youthing was the framework of what we saw at the World Cup with Otuado, because he was the technical advisor. Whether they took his advice or not, and but after Otuado Koye said Chris Youthing Bemu, and clearly we saw another shambolic performance at the AFCON. So the agitations of Ghanaians was that under Ketiye's Okweku's tenure, especially with the men's national team, a lot bad results, a lot of issues surrounding the teams. Coaches they don't have the free hands to operate. So now I a big issue. And then I think the final nail in the coffin was the last AFCON I call Yentimi unqualified. So the plan or the approach Sisi Anebe said we should go forward. What is the way forward? And maybe someone who said, have we sat down as a nation to look at what works for us in terms of being successful at the national team level? Coach Wahawe Nipa, and I know he saw the CKs there or some do. We've won the AFCON 4 times. It's been local coaches born and bred here. Coaches who have been through the Winneba Sports College, a college that was purposely set up to train coaches in Ghana. No omo that needed capacity. Aban support omo kusua de e de be coach Ghana. So you can't Winneba Sports College once a month. One thing to talk about for another day. So clearly, Nube said, CK Jenfi, some do winning the AFCON. You want to tell me, said there wasn't any blueprint? Oman Trobi be and for a Chirima to refer to Anna. I don't want to believe that. Yeah, because say a Utaka and take record or feel who you know. A Chile can say what draw programs be brave. So Omo Koye no, Omo we are successful no. Oman Trobi be and to I want to believe say Omo Tro to. Dear I want to believe say ABI we didn't pay attention to that. Aside AFCON no. Coaches ebe fire call World Cup qualifications, most of them Eastern Europe near the idea. What sort of recommendation did they give after they left office? How did we put it into play? How did we structure all those things? What I say exactly. So, until I say, have we found what works for us? Because when you go to other countries, you don't just employ coaches. So they look at what works for them. Oko Germany, look at their system, all those things. Until now, I was happy in a way. Say this current administration at what they call DNA, football DNA by. There wasn't broader consultation. Certain veteran coaches, certain people should have been consulted. But there was a German who drafted that philosophy for us. Until now, for me, I wasn't really surprised to say there were talks about us employing a German coach. Me, for instance, I wasn't surprised because probably a German would understand the system better. Intermediate, I'm not surprised at all. With the fact that he came with this in the first stint. Other than records to but is Otuado going to work for us? If the ESCO have agreed, if the search committee have said, say, this is the man we want, DNT, and yet they are total, I should say, Otuado will work for Ghana the second time. And at the end of the day, I do waiting, whether a beba into fruition, a beba papa and aboneno, it is the results I will tell. Coach Waha, on himself, for a person who is handling a team, form brassro, the Adeba Jaji results. So if you look at Hearts of Folks, Abubakar Ouattara, out of 4 games, our about 12 points, we're picking 8. So per the records, no, it tells you say he's doing a good job. It is that record, no, and a better say it's Otuado the right man for us. Adeba Akonso Amihu quickly. Now your coaches under this administration short stints. About 1 year and check no more. But this is something of a longer stint.
3 years.
3 years. So you know what I see.
Obi 2 years by when you.
When we because results in here.
Now 2 crown you na 3.
So you know what I see. You know what I see. You know what I see. I think, sir, this administration wants a coach. It is proving so a disciplinarian. I would want to believe that. But a long-term project. Yeah. And within the long-term project, you know, Henry Asante Chum Kasai. I say first, they need to rebuild the team. 2, they need to stabilize. And 3, get results. If you are doing rebuilding, with this crop of players are well assembled now. They are question marks.
Mamu Mufa squad into so mami. Squad na the couple friend again Mufa to so na se mo wakanti. We are rebuilding. Na still the day you mu enye se performance but we hear age. Danela Matemu and our year rebuilding na. Utuado Ejima na be exceptional.
Roger, it is not even about the players. Andre, are you still doing better at 34 with Leaf? And I can say a coach. Oh yes, a coach can pick a player who is 40 and still want to play him. When we went to 2010 World Cup with Milovan, that was South Africa. Stephen Appiah was aging, but he was in the team. Mekai Afcon Ayekoi, Chris Hughton said he took Andre Ayew beyond footballing reasons. Sometimes you need characters.
You say Stephen Appiah, that time the age. Yam penny replacements and no years of
I think so, even Yabeko Appiah, I think so we found a way to retire Appiah too early. And I make a coach behind me Juma Mano. So with this squad, no, fair enough. There are schools of thought I can say this is not a squad assembled by the coach because I understand.
Yeah, because okay, my invitation club.
The coach was appointed. The coach was appointed just last weekend. In two catch him say within that period, unless you knew, say, and if you knew, you say the Black Star job is lucrative. And you know, the Black Star job, but that was a year. Obi abepaye. There were even Ghanaian coaches apply for the job. So why set up a criteria only for you to handpick and snap other applications? Question marks. Yeah. I'm just hoping, say, this will be it for Ghana in the long term. Roger.
All right. Coach Fakakras squad no na ye colleague no so.
Let me say, ade ba kwa Ghana for him say. Na I ever for my plan say by hook or the crook of the crook no.
Yeah, we do
to because the team manager of the Black Stars. I could never be can say, "Omu nimu ya ko I ka otuada anko no." Oh, long time I said I'm call Africa in you. I tell you where you're coming from. I mean no. Or your dream service for to manager. Close to president a catch. No team manager for the Black Stars. I know say I would prefer to say
come on to uncle.
That's right. It tells you say for a long time no. Now I want plan move that all so went behind the scenes.
But maybe question is say our plan would that so but I didn't na move bonting any criteria about 2 years.
It make us say
Ghana for him na say what the criteria new to ntia mun communicate to Ghana say
panic button on press here. What I say? They were throwing dust into our eyes. Oh, the penipa they should apply for meanwhile
oh yeah, so we know I say the bed say I'm for best support to move because
you see yes I still no. We are scratching the wound in the surface. I'm telling you. The real problem in the Black Stars, no, and I national team. And that's all.
And you coach now.
No, and you coach yourself. Roger, who cry? Don't call yourself Black Star coach. You succeed if the players want to play for you. If there are no strings being pulled there, you succeed. What I say? You give you free hand. You give whatever you want. They sit back. Maybe they only intervene, not interfere. Intervene. Oh, I don't know, mama. Maybe Uncle Bobo only. Maybe a coach. Which is why if you are a coach of a club now, every time I go training grounds, write a memo. after training, show memo to the management. Say, and then you call training this time. Regular ballet. Where you say, as my say, I come on. Okay, copy. Anytime, okay, in weekly, and now we're 2 days. It is a way of selection. That's a player be out, Uncle Fofi say, one more. More repress. He said, we ain't in a mamma and mono. But that's why you know when you could get out there. Uncle Fofi and Wasamaka.
Okay. All right, Coach Jay Sapo and now Moten Kano. Blaster and somebody there, I feel na ye intino. You will do muscosa na yashe said and university. Young call ye other issue. When we say now, Ghana Premier League, no, and also a course na. Until results are a two journey. Diana Stars, Eshemienu, Emma, Almighty, Asantico the court, Timubako, Sama, Chindia, in St. P. The sea, videos near that dinner, being in Yanamashe. Nation FC, Eshe Kami and San, Emma Brokum Chelsea, and Timmy Antina, Go Stars, so Eshemienu, Emma, Bofaquatan or Timubako, Dreams FC, any a year summer test match, and indeed 2-2, and I feel Club Reference and Stratcherman, Eshe Bakwa, Midiaman Timmy Anti, and I feel Kalala United. Eshe Kamian Sama Red Tower United so timu mienu Betim United Eshe Bakwa Legon Cities Entimente na yami atuma big game e baswe ne na Hasselfolk omo any Heart of Lion has from you na ebo enti ne de ehu baku edua na baku nso ye abwa edua ne abwa edua ne buto abwa no so aye anu ye match e basina fe Accra Lions how was the Great Olympics. Hey, another lion view. I will say this is just here, Matisa. Ever say table no, and I will screen this in TOS and I see some test still. Almost your munyemu, still I know, almost that top. And tea a home seminar. Now, Yankotie, coach, your champion, was on way coach, Edema, a Diana Stars. After say, almost a share, club of Fana Santico to come in. I will team back on the Yenti or champion afi, Membran Beja for so.
I think it was a very good game today, especially the first half. Both teams played very, very well. But in the second half, we decided to change the system that we are playing to go with 4-4-2, and then I think it works.
We and some of our champion Kai, I want to say Kotokono say no. Too much is in it, is a mulus be among Casa Antino. And no, as soon as we see producers said the videos in a betuso. And you see our Domano have videos, you know, and I will a screen this, no, they be a Koreana go, no, and I was screen
yeah, I think say you benya the go again.
And yeah,
so when Bono entire circumference no cross the line, the referee, son of the club, took affairs into his hand and said, "This is what I want." Okay. Until I would want to believe, sir, that should still be the structure. Okay. For a coach, on the first time. Odiom winning the league in his first season. It is no achievement.
By second coming, no.
It is look.
Second coming,
there are 10 levels to the second coming. Ogun wasn't told to win the league the first season. We need a plus, but this team will rebuild. And Obekaya, there are players who have even been frozen out. The coach wants to work. Ubetmenya bad patch. Shapiro Waha. Every coach can have a bad patch. But the most important thing is how you recover. Okay. But Kotoko need to recover quickly, Roger. Okay.
All right, so TV power and Moten Kano. Mako coaches, so no Fisa Breko in Robertina Fre, now what do I jintre about why our Jumedeno so no messino, a better was screen Sisia, now also after na baby or Biano, what do I jintre about boy Xsports and as every ye de Ebron Sempina and ye di a home common and tea also bet me after baby Obiano, now what do I jintre Eddie about why. Our Jumedian. So, which my member of Ghana Premier League.
Yeah. And say, all alone, I can say, attractive from day one. But I stood my ground and said that, oh, exciting. I said that results in the bar, they out now. And my excitement is back, you know. But this particular protocol, you know, and say, I stand line one.
Which is about so, and no messino, and I was screening, so waiting afraid, now if it was about 020-415. 5888 020 415 588. Wait me afre na also we wa jinchire e dia ba Jumedon school to
say goal ba otum de kako center line so dina de fina say goal aba this is my hu say e bia o move here ana ba move I'm say the referee was incident. No, I mean, sir, he was in the haste to get a goal. Yes, I mean, Castle Aquaji Bible, but I mean, they were office line. Castle Aquaji, I don't know. Because now, official goal, no, official for the goal. The player no say goal. Player, I don't know, but player no say goal no, or confuse referee no. Because Usha angle one, it was far away from where he was. So because it's confused the referee say, oh, I say goal. Oh, now you bring and so. So you have consulted the line one. But who says it's safe? You're safe.
You're safe.
And you're safe. Who the people say? Yes. You can also say. Yes, say we no go. Now confusion this year. I was standing right there. So referee Abuna now we me amunu kakra be abegiro.
Monica.
Ah, sir. We say. So to referee be pack na adu photo kakra.
Okay, coach. Mesamba. So first call about Mara. So good evening. Good afternoon, Odin Baby Agasa free. Good afternoon, Odin Baby Agasa free. Okay, Mbacho, yeti o yanko. Okay, Ude. Aye.
Go now, so much go man. The team there to me, you have to favor. To me, come outside the team, but I say, "But now go to a neighbor." And it's why.
We were charity here. What the reference in the bio?
Roger, Ghana for the first point.
Lions share very clean goal. Match day one. Match day one over by Xsports. Lions share clean goal. It was flagged off. I think it's a good reference there. But a tray say you were Jumaya.
The reality is about a share. I
can't tell, Roger. Me, I can't tell.
Roger, we are talking about two big clubs in the country. Clubs who can once one here Unkufi. Protocol, House of Folk, Olympics, Adriana Stars. Some clubs, no.
What is our culture, Doma? And I'm saying, oh, yeah,
now we got to be bought Doma. Oh, so for age, more enjoy come up. I don't know who Doma may come up for Bengo. Doma Hodia may come up, only Doma may come.
Next caller, good afternoon, didn't you guys free? If I took Jumo TV set enough, you didn't come off phone, but we didn't be your guys free. Okay, it's you. Now, we are a Diana supporter now. We are Kotokana. We are Has. What in bed? What they ask me. Okay, now he has to do the NK Diana Nicotocona when you're with him. Oh, when you are, when you are there, Naka, Coach has to Sujinacono, only had of lion. Another big game part because I have a missing your man, Koye moment, but how many has this year? Bashir for the Subiani, the Jumidi Organa.
Bashir to say, Utuado.
I didn't see
the second coming,
yeah, the second coming.
Out of Lounge. But she is second coming.
By the only first time I buy the records in the other hall.
Okay, only if you are make home. Because you had of Lounge. Yeah. What I said, and they were coming down. Now the Vito, the family court.
Coach, you can make a gun idea. Or coach it be. Oh, to make a sign in America. Okay. Mr. Good afternoon, didn't be your free. Didn't be your free. Okay, I was about to me afraid Nafi Oswaba, Jimedo no mesno and I was screen as soon as but this over friend Nafi Udu Aginchile, about why I was Jimedo coach
about big time footballer. I should report or a command for that. Yeah. And you know, on about there was some improvement in
Bandu.
Oh, that's Kotokoni Heart of Lions, nay, a first I don't have only different line, a different ball game. Kotokoni Dwarfs, Kotokoni Hazakes. Kotokoni Bandu Heart of Lions. Adriana Stars. Oh, yeah, different ball. More supporters in Yabutre. It's a different ball game, crowd.
Okay.
Or does nobody to worry the coach? A historical, yeah, a daho. Just show a fine. Oh, but say, never see good eat here. But for me, and the Heart of Lions has a phone. A very difficult game for them. Difficult game for Heart of Lions.
Ask coach, you know, about Sabubaka, Watara, Boydmon.
So, Boydman. I said, the records need the whole caliber. That's a first say, Bashir Hayford. he won the league.
Yeah.
Also the carry and you ne.
But what are the only African now?
Oh, what is that? I should call Somaliland. I said,
him.
And then what is it?
But only to me, Somalia football compare Congo ni.
Oh, on the Quebec Hockey, but to
what are the Mr. Coach who can have for a fan show?
What is it?
We go buy our boat, okay, best about so. Good afternoon, Odin with Yagaza free.
Hello.
Yeah, Odin with Yagaza free.
About the I
okay, Moses, with them, Yanko.
Nampato, go no, and you go.
Okay. Okay.
Go no, and go.
Sana, who know?
One is the form, is form no. I was there, and car, a call back, none of Claiborne. A secret line, and so on, and the one then go.
Okay. Era se also de waje nkyere de bai also betimi afre na also de waje nkyere e de aboboaye o djuma de san coach na oka
sir I Abakar
wata
foreign coach coach Kotoko
yeah okay wa coach Kotoko
that's right oji cap mo Kotoko na oji league ba Kotoko na
wa ji Kotoko ba ko ji
Bashir for the ba eno aba has wa ya na ya pampa foreign coaches in so much.
But coach, no,
who believe? Let me tell you something. Who can record? I who could record him. Now, on the club, coach teams in Nana. San, oh, Bisan,
Bakawa,
Bisan, send Chrome or coach teams in Nana. Oh, you talk about, but he's a good coach. So, go outside, coach here. Maybe go Cameroon, coach here. What does it? Adriana, results, the fact is the materials you have, no. I will determine the type of results that you get. Okay. So, corner session, you say he's a good coach.
Okay, Mesamba was near to Watara dinner. So, good afternoon, didn't baby Gazafi. Yeah, Okazafi for an Audin.
I'm a dodo on side.
Okay, you, Yanko, yet you.
Yeah, very first talk about only.
Okay, Yanko.
It's a talk to go not second goal. The second goal. Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Ediana second goal na hey.
The Diana goal, second goal.
Hey, go and say you go.
Yeah, go. Now the line is two.
Okay. Now who know? Okay.
Now the line is two. Now go. Now the line is two.
Okay. All right. Yera say buy. Uchi yenhwe Abubakar Watara waba. Oba no supporters ni bi asha say bojinu so because we materials we has na material we has focus sia na ada coaches bebre aba omo fambo ye omo ntimi anyere omo ntimi anto aso ono aba kakakra results ni ba unu say obetimi ayaji nkwa has focus omo savia
on the scale no coaches ni bako anu ya coach bi aba in the spell of time no players ne ginger themselves up.
New coach bounce.
New coach aba. As time goes on, the same team will crumble. What I say? It's so easy. Okay, he has gotten some results. But it's too early to judge him.
Okay.
I say, anymore. Because Ghana League in Ebono. Anything can happen. Okay, how can I video? You should go pressing you go. You should be as no. And so bad. And
young coach, yes.
I think against Dreams FC, Baba, then there was that complaint from one of the technical men for House of Folk said almost share goals, but clearly I think it's not goals in the offside.
Say last man flag here.
Near coach Kano and new coach bounce near Ewoho. Arosha Abubakar Tara Wabujuma with House of Folk. Out of games, our ball is yet to lose. 4 games, PK 8 points out of a possible 12. And not by I maybe I not had to folk that after the first round. Now and shame crying for a club like Hearts of Folk. I feel say yes, yes, because now and Crawford Phillips say Hearts of Folk keep that momentum. Take lead, through Ibrahim Salifu, superb goal. And you see, Roger, I am fast spotlight into a player. So, say, Mubenya sa video na amaya that goal, Salifu share and drop in the shoulder. Or brushing the defender away, and that shot, goalkeeper near post.
say has a folk be ya mawako.
Oh, sir, these players will come and go.
Say no, akoye sikasemunti.
Players will come and go, but who legacy projects at a club, who structures in place, sir, you'd still run effectively.
Yeah.
And coach will be there dance here. And I'm happy, sir, with all the results happening on the field of play. We are fed now has stepped up.
Yeah.
Either to not as a way trick Accra. The board has been dissolved. A new board we appointed, and the Aba, Coach Aba. And the coach said, Hearts of Folk is one of the biggest in Africa.
Yes. Not even Ghana.
Not even Ghana. Africa. So I was happy because the coach knew the history of the history of the club, coach, and on him said the support base of Hearts of Folk would not accept mediocrity. Yeah. So if you look at the current change in the Hearts of Folk setup now, they are putting facilities together. Obima is taking shape. Look back, I said, one of the things that somewhere and they said they have to get their own stadium.
Yeah.
Very paramount. For clubs like Hearts and Kotoko, by now, Obibaka Inter Milan bought San Siro, AC Milan bought San Siro. And there are clubs even within Italy, they play at their own home grounds. And do you know the advantage? You're not going to give NSA money.
No.
You are going to pay tax, give the GFA a chunk of it. So if you make 1 billion, it is your money. Percentage I'll be able to say it. But when you are sharing a facility, 40,000, and club no pedigree na perform kakra, into patronizing their games quite difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm proud with the fact, say, there's been a holistic approach to the whole Hearts of Folk team, not the playing body alone, not the technical
management,
facilities, structures, no. And I'm just hoping that the new board number set here will be one that will have visionary ideas. Because the MD, if you put Kasa, he knows what. But you see, are they about football? Is the practical aspect of it. You can be the most intelligent MD or whatever, but when there are things, internal wrangles within the club, so I feel going to this game against Lions, Baba Sports Stadium, so see a house chin. And we all know that it's not been so good for them when they play at the Baba. But senior coach Bashir knows how to play these games. Yes, it is like a neutral ground. Into a very tough game. But I will tip Hearts to
the part is that now. Supporters, they will have time for the coach.
Yeah, what time?
And you know, over selected team, over two team, and to get the team. They trying to manage it. At least they'll get on some appreciable level. Yeah, next year, Aduma, then he has that control by his team.
No crack, so he 1.5 years.
Yeah.
No, okay. And you reach me in ABC Nafi, Yasor Sinyami Aduma, that's a ne, Yabasani Watanas Nafi, Yasansu, Edia Goodum, Asansu, Edia Bremo, coach J. Sapon, veteran coach, Ghana Hadi. No, I cannot. No, it's bien well coach you. I walk a room in a coach. And Tino, Mutin, Kanafi, Yenian Centruni, Kukua Sari Junior, V Power. Or so Mutin can awo show so. The day Eddie Roger Imano, Remedy Sports Monarch. Yami Aduma Dasene, Ibesani Wesha. Na Omo Boye, a boat tailor, and I feel could you for air producers are Omute, Chenafi, MCR Fonoso Boyjuma, Ralph, director, or Boyjuma Nafi, Peter, and Sue Boyjuma, Yimano Neti, and I feel Manakisi, almost sound, almost Sherman Yamasu, a course, Kamakanafi, camera crew, Nunsu, Omina Jerome, so pumping, really waha. And also for Prince and Francis and Afi Elvis, Omunyina Abojima, Emma Yedishono, Eddie Baye. Yami Aduma, as a name, if it's an Bye bye.